Okay, so let's see which one was the power one. Okay, so we'll go in here. So basically you want to create new submission. Okay, so now we're going to create a new name. So we'll call this one UI Phoenix, Arizona. Okay. And then like we were just talking about, you can choose if you want to use your own syndicated articles, or sorry, if you want to use RankWiz's syndicated articles, use your own articles, article builder, press releases, etc. You can pretty much do whatever. Just put the title in that you wanted to call it, and then your keywords. So in here you would put, if you're not trying to do what my lawyer wanted, what I would do, this is the correct way to do it. And then do like so stuff like that. And you can kind of bounce around your keywords if you wanted to. And you can pick. I usually do the random sequence most of the time. And then if you want to include anything other than your videos, if your videos are already in the links that we're going to do. So if they're not, which they should be, but if you want to include like another video or another image, you can do that as well. Or you can actually scrape too, which is kind of cool. So if you do, like let's just do videos. So if I wanted to scrape for just the word attorney, and then click next. And then it'll actually scrape videos to put in the articles as well. And then the links, link set. Don't have any link sets in this one, but so you do the same thing as FCF Networker. You make the link set. So you would call this one DUI attorney in Phoenix. And then I always do the URL list. And then you just put your URL. So if it was, well, let's just grab one for now. So like a couple like this. Then you click next. And then it's going to ask you what anchors you want, your primary keywords. You can change your keywords in here for the link sets. So if you just want attorney, Phoenix, etc. And then you can put a whole bunch of keywords in there. And it'll ask you how many, what the percentage is that you actually want to use it. You can do secondary keywords, generic keywords. Most of the time, I don't usually mess with any of the other stuff, just focus on primary. Because otherwise, you can go in a tailspin with all the stuff that's optional in here. Then it's going to ask you if you want follow or no follow links. I never do no follow links, ever. So once you're done with that, you just click save. And then now, come on. There we go. Okay. Well, normally it would pop up here, but Anyway, so you would put your set of links here. Then click next, and it'll go to options, and then you can select if you want to keep it in the same language or not. You can put category or anything else like this. This is just for self-hosted sites. I don't usually touch any of this stuff. And then scheduling. Once again, I do the same thing. I usually do it over like 20 to 30 days. This is what else you can do too, is you can do blog scrape, and always do this whenever the scraping's done if you're scraping an article. You can actually select, so like if you have a group, like let's say for just attorneys, you could select that group of blogs. Instead, like you can see like right now I have these two. So I could select just this one if I wanted to and just post to that. I don't know why it's not working, but that's what the normal way to do it is. You want to do continuous. There you go. You just click next. And then click save. And then it'll start to run, if that makes sense. Holly?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense, yeah.
I was making sure I didn't lose you guys because it's so quiet. You know? So, but anyway, so that's how you do it, and that's the basics for it. But you can do both. I like the blog networks. I'm a big fan of the social bookmarks. I do use both, but you know, it's completely up to you guys. You guys kind of have to try different things because different niches are going to be different competitive.
Bill, can I just step in for a second? There's a few people asking how to embed YouTube videos. Could you maybe cover that one quickly for us?
Yeah, absolutely.
And a couple of people asking, you mentioned before about Fiverr gigs. There's a couple of people asking what Fiverr gigs you recommend as well. Maybe after the webinar, if you can give us links for those, and maybe Holly can put them into the Facebook group if you don't mind. That would be really helpful.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, as far as the video goes, the videos, it's the same thing as the social one. In your links, what I usually do is I copy all of them in here in the link set. So all of your YouTube videos, all of your Hangouts, you want to put in here. And then you'll use that link set for your blog.
Do you copy the URL or the embed, though?
I usually do just the URLs. You can do the embed code as well, but usually the URLs are fine.
I always do the embed.
You can do either one.
I think they want to know how to do the embed. They want to know how to do the embed. Anyway, we can cover that one quickly.
I'm not sure what you mean.
They want to know how to use an embed instead of just the link. That's the question that keeps coming up in the question section here.
Well, this embed right on the blogs. So I mean, when you put the URL in here, you can use either one. So if we're doing, just do like. So you can either use this link, or you can go down and use the actual embed one as well. But I usually do just this one in all of the link sets, and then put the share on the end of it, like I showed you guys. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense to me. I mean, you can either put, and you put that in where the URLs is, right?
Yes,
the actual embed code you put in there.
Yes, yeah. So if you do this, you can either copy that whole thing. I don't usually do that, though. I usually just copy this. So.
You know, that's against what the Hangout, I don't want to say the Hangout processes because everyone wants to use the embed code. That's why I use the embed code, because people say the embed code is stronger than the URL.
Really? I've never tried that actually. I mean, usually I do everything with just the URL and then the URL share. I very, very rarely do anything with the actual embed code.
So when you use only wire, though, do you use the embed code?
No, because I usually use it with the Hangout, or, well,
yeah.
Yeah, with another tool. So I usually just put the URL in. So
Okay.
like I said, I'm a little different than everybody else. So
Tony, if there was any other questions?
No, I just wanted to say something. When you're using the embed code, use the old embed code when possible, because a lot of Web 2.0 sites cannot read the new iframe code. So always best to use the old embed code whenever you're using that. Just a little tip there. Let's see other questions. Yeah, it's something I was painfully from the IFTTT experience.
Gotcha.
Okay. So Brian is asking, you can put embed code into articles. I'm guessing if you put the embed code in there, the disadvantage is that you can only put one at a time, whereas if you put in URLs, you can put multiple ones in there.
Yes, exactly. And then if you put the same thing as the share at the end of it, it'll multiply the effectiveness.
Yeah, and Christoph's asking how to populate 1,000 blogs with the YouTube embed code. Then where it says URLs, Christoph, you just put the embed code in there. That's the only way to do it. You can only do one at a time that way, one video at a time. Let's see what else is coming. Let's see. What does Holly do? She has the big rankings. I think, Holly, did you want to cover anything different in this one or not?
No, I actually learned some stuff from I think that Bill covered it very well.
Okay, one is webinar free. David's asking, let me just cover that one quickly because he has to go. Webinar free is going to be on Saturday. We covered, but I did mention that at the beginning. So just for David's benefit, I mentioned that now because he has to go. Okay. We prefer to see what Holly does. Hope she walks through step by step how she sets up and uses rank list. Holly, any chance you can do a recorded video on that at some point?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. And Christos, we covered the embed code. It's just the same way. And, oh yeah, Scott Rogers mentioned, Bill, you mentioned that you were going to share 5 YouTube tricks. You showed that was a great one about the share. Scott is asking what's the other 4 tricks you were going to share.
Absolutely. So, biggest thing, okay, and I have to reiterate this because I get asked this question more than anything else, and this is one of the biggest secrets in the industry, okay? Ready? Don't buy views. Ever. Ever. I've seen more accounts penalized for buying views because literally YouTube is ghosting stuff now. I have a very close connection insider actually at YouTube, and they literally are checking everything now. So don't buy views ever. That's the #1 secret out of everything, okay? Because of that, because if you guys know what happened with Craigslist ghosts everything. And YouTube's doing the same thing now. Okay, that's the biggest one. #2, you need to create as much channel authority as possible on your YouTube's channel. Now, how do you create channel authority? This is where the secrets come into play. #1 is you want to upload 2 to 4 videos per day. You don't want to go crazy on uploading them, but if you just start at the beginning, just start generally just uploading a couple videos a day. What this does is this shows YouTube that you're actually somebody that's active and that they can trust. And as your channel ages, you'll get more and more authority. I have a channel from 2007. Anything that I put on that channel ranks higher than any of my other channels combined, even without backlinks, etc. And the reason is because it's like the PR links, you know, like we were talking about before. Would you trust a baby that's, you know, a year old, or would you trust somebody that's like 27 years old? You're probably going to trust the 27-year-old before the baby. It's the same thing with YouTube accounts. Second thing, for authority channels, one of the other things you can do is link up to other authority channels. And I'll give you guys an example. If you go to like your favorite musician, actually here, I'm just going to show you. It'll be easier. Can you guys see my screen up?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. So if you guys don't know who the piano guys are, okay. So if you go to, you know, if you like Taylor Swift or whoever, but if you go to any of the high authority YouTube channels, so Taylor Swift, you name it. I mean, these guys, the piano guys, they have, you know, 2 million views on their thing. What you can do is if you go into this discussion tab, okay, it says share your thoughts and stuff. These are comments all on the channel. Not every artist has this section open, okay? But here's what you do. See how these guys, you know, blah, 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 blah. What I would do is go through. Now, don't do too many of these a day because you will get hit for spam. But if you do like 2 of these a day, just say, hey, you know what? Your music rocks, you know, etc. I love your music. What this actually does is this will give a link back from their channel to your channel and start to increase your channel authority. But don't overdo this. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
yeah, and the advantage of doing the channel, comments is you've got very, very low OBL on those. If you look at when you're doing things like blog comments and you've got a lot of people spamming those blogs and stuff, you find very, very few people actually doing that on channels, okay? And anybody who's got Tube Research Commando, you can go and comment on high page rank channels instantly, just in seconds. And anybody who's got Commando HQ, you can do it 2 ways, via the commenters inside Tube SEO Commando section, or you can do it via Tube Research Commando. So you should be using that, and we did cover that in one of the webinars earlier. But I know that we teach people to do stuff, and often they don't do it. But you know, it doesn't take that long to do. It's just automation. It's all there for you if you've got those particular tools. But the advantage of this particular strategy is that you get very, very few people will go onto the channels and make comments, and it's such a good strategy to be able to get some link just back to your own videos and your own channels, etc. as well.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And if you do that, it's really going to make a big difference for you. The other thing too, if you can find old YouTube accounts, or you can actually go through Fiverr and buy old Gmail accounts, depending on the date of the Gmail account that was created, sometimes you can actually get old YouTube accounts attached to it. And that'll actually give you the same old authority as well. And as you build that authority, and if you can find these old YouTube accounts, those old YouTube accounts will actually propel your videos even faster. The other thing you can do too is, and you have to be very, very careful with this because of the ghosting thing. They're doing this now on YouTube, but you can actually build links right to your channel, your home channel. So what you want to do is, and you want these to only be very, very high PR right now. So you could build social bookmarks to it. I haven't really tried that one. I wouldn't recommend that one, but you know, if you have a blog network or anything that's high PR, you just build, like, so if your channel is about plumbers, you can build high PR plumber backlinks right to your home page of your channel. So if your channel is, you know, like this one is for the piano guys, is youtube.com user the piano guys. So if you build all of that just at the piano guys, and you build links at this address, youtube.com/user the piano guys, this will actually impact your rankings for not only your videos, but your channel as well.
Bill, I got a quick question for me.
Sure.
When you're using RankWiz or FCS, you're able to put more than one anchor text as a contextual link, yeah? In the articles and stuff?
Yeah, you can put, correct. You can put a couple different, you can put a couple different, Arizona lawyer, Arizona attorney, etc. Yeah.
Yeah. What I suggest you do, guys, and we're actually going to build this into the Web2 network commando that we're building right now, is if you put in a couple of anchor text links inside your contextual links, inside your article, put one to your money URL, and you can also put one, if you're deep linking to a website, for example, you can put one to another link, another page on the website, another post on the website. But you can also do it with YouTube, because you can put a link to your video, and you can also put a link into your channel as well, and that covers what Bill is teaching you right now.
Is there any more questions or anything?
So I'm just looking through it now. Somebody's saying, can I fix my audio? So I'm sorry if there's echo there. I put my headphones back on. Okay. What are those tools again? Carol is asking. I think we covered RankWiz, we covered FCS. I'm not sure what other tools you were remaining. If you were talking about what I was mentioning there, Carol, it's some of my tools: Tube Research Commando and Commando HQ. Okay.
Tony, we had
yeah.
a few people ask about how to combine. How does GSA tie into this and using RankWiz and FCS? We do have Rolly Ryan waiting on the side that would be very happy to discuss some of that with us if you'd like.
Yeah, let's just cover a couple of these questions first, and then we'll bring in Rolly. Somebody is asking, Janet is asking, can provide a resource where you buy the Gmail accounts. I think Holly had mentioned in one of the PDF downloads inside the Facebook groups where to get some Gmail accounts. But Janet is asking on Fiverr.
Yeah, it's in the resource file.
Yeah, I've never had any luck buying stuff on Fiverr like YouTube and Gmail accounts. They just don't last very long from my experience. Is there any way to check how old your YouTube account is? Actually, I'm not sure about that. Is there? I think you need to go back to see the first videos.
Yeah, I mean, in the back-end settings of YouTube, you can see when it was started. It'll show you, like, the date. But that's the only way I know to do it.
Okay. And Janet's saying she didn't understand the last point, links from the piano guys. I think what Bill was covering there, Janet, was to leave a comment, a channel comment there. And because you're leaving a channel comment, it's a link going back to your own channel as well.
Yeah, like if you go under discussion and you just leave a comment, this comment will go back to your channel. And then this will give your channel more authority.
Yeah. Stan asking, is there an easy way to find high authority channels on YouTube? Stan, Tube Research Commando, you can do it in seconds. I don't know if Bill's got a different way, but I would use Tube Research Commando. You can find by keyword, you can sort by page rank. It's very, very simple, and you can comment directly from that tool as well. And Jordan saying, so I thought RankWiz was a way to build high authority Web2 blog networks for embeds with spun articles mostly. But Bill makes it seem like it's mostly a bookmark tool. I think you need to, there's two ways you can use RankWiz. You can get social accounts or blogs and Web2 accounts inside RankWiz, and you can choose which ones to use. So you can play around and test, but what Bill was showing is he uses the social ones, and that's what's getting good results, and we know that from some testing that we've done ourselves. Gary asking about Tube Commando. Just asking the Facebook group. I don't really want to talk about my tools, and I've already did too much today. When is the G-Scraper training? That's on Sunday, Teddy. And follow-up regarding question about the Gmail accounts. I thought Holly's resource was a way to find new Gmail accounts. Bill is talking about older ones. I think you're talking about how to find the old channels that you mentioned. think the question was about finding aged YouTube channels or Google accounts, if I understood correctly.
Yeah, Bill, how do you find them? Do you go on Fiverr?
I've bought a pretty good amount of them off Fiverr. Now, for every one of them that you buy, it takes a while to feed through garbage, but every once in a while you find a winner, and then you just keep it. But that's the way that I've done it recently. I mean, I don't really have anybody else that just scouts them, but I just found a couple guys on Fiverr that every once in a while they find a good one. So.
Okay.
Okay, David is Daniel is asking, can Holly maybe talk more about PA boosting of the Web 2.0s, how she does it step by step? What do you actually do to be able to do that, Holly? To boost the PA for the Web 2.0s?
Bill, can you go to where you export the accounts?
Yeah.
For the blog accounts? Up to the top.
Wait, where's it at? I don't remember. Oh, so that's upload.
Oh, wait. To the top right.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So what I do is I export them into a text file on my Web 2.0s, and I copy and paste them and put them in projects of about 100 into GSA. So each project has 100 Web 2.0s, and then I just set my GSA to spam them basically, and that's how it's going to gain PA. I mean, that's pretty much all I do.
How many links are you talking about there, Holly?
If you get about 15,000 links verified, you're going to have a PA of about 30 to 40.
Okay, and Kenny's asking, could you talk briefly about your PA pumping product?
Talk about the product? Like,
I think you had you put a link yesterday. I was opening the links while you were doing the webinar yesterday, and there was one for PA pumping or something.
Oh, okay. I sell Web 2.0s that have page authority already on them, so like you would get Blogspots or Weebles or blogs.com or WordPress. Some of my favorites, I sell them post PA updates, so they would be, like a PA 50 would be $50, and then you get the username, password, and you just put in RankWiz, and then you can use it as your video embed network.
Right. Okay. And let me see some other questions that's coming in. So you send links to the accounts. Gary's asking, I think we're talking about the PA pumping. I think what we just covered there was I asked Holly how many links. So what she's doing, she's putting in 100 URLs and sending about 15,000 links to them. Okay, and that's done via GSA. What's the link for that and how much for? Holly, do you have the link you can put into the question box just in response to David for your PA pumping product?
Yeah, forget it. It's PA, page authority pumping.biz.
Yeah, and Teddy asking 15,000 each, and that's for each 100, one set of sets of 100 URLs, Teddy.
Yeah.
And just, yeah. Janet is asking, I see you focus mostly on boosting up the PA. Is that the critical factor since domain authority is already high? By definition, she means the Web 2.0 domain authority is already high.
Yeah,
so
I
you
want my
focus
page
more on
authority
it.
high.
Yeah.
That's where my link's at.
Yeah, okay. Kenny's asking what are the ones at the bottom of the PA pumping page? I don't know, it must be some offer that you've got there.
Yeah, that means that you send me your Web 2.0s or press releases network sites or whatever, and I'll pump them for you.
And Daniel saying Holly mentioned something about a list of Web 2.0s with the highest stick rate. Can we add that to the members area? I think that is already been done, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
I think we have already got that, and it should be in the file section. Holly has given a list of all the Web 2.0 sites, and she's sort of defined them by ones that will take the embed code and anchor text in the first column, and the second column is just anchor text they will take, etc., etc. And I think there's about 4 or 5 columns there, and so she's already got that in there. As far as the stick rate, has that been covered in that Web 2.0 Excel file? The ones that get the most stick rate or not?
Yeah, the ones that are like junk, I put in a separate column. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Carol's asking, when you export 100 blogs and import them into GSA, what kind of keywords anchor text do you use?
Use generic. You do not use exact anchors at all. You have to use generic.
Yeah, so things like click here and
yeah.
click more and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah. David's asking, what is pagepumping.net? I don't know. Is that your site?
Yeah, that's my site. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And basically what it's doing, David, is pumping up the page authority of the Web 2.0 site. Okay, so for example, on Blogger, it's already, you know, a quite high authority site. I think as a page rank, it's page rank 9 or something like that. But the individual posts that you make will be the individual page authority. It's not going to be that high. So what Holly is offering is to sell blogs that have already got that sort of page authority bumped up. Okay. Ken is asking you sending 15,000 links to each Web 2.0 or 15,000 to the 100. It's to the 100, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
At one time. Okay. I don't know how long we've been going now, but if you guys you want to end up, or you want to take some more questions, or how do you feel?
I think we're good if everyone, you know. I think Bill did a good job.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. You did very, very well there. What we can do, guys, you can always ask questions inside the Facebook group as well, okay? If anybody needs support, okay, and you're not getting support, just send me a PM on Facebook, okay? Just send me a PM, and you know, if there's something outstanding, I will get it fixed as soon as I can. But don't forget, we've got a time difference, so if I haven't responded to you when it's 3 a.m. my time, then just understand that I will get to it whenever I wake up, okay? So I think we should just end it there, and we will put links in for Saturday and Sunday webinars inside the Facebook group. That will be the pinned post for the rest of the week, okay? Holly, do you want to say anything before we finish up, or Bill? Or did we even bring Rolly in today?
Rolly, are you at your computer? He may not be there.
I had forgotten about Rolly because I was going to take some more questions that were just coming in that I thought it would be great to cover. But my apologies, Rolly, if you're still around, and if you want to pop in, you're welcome. And Ken is saying, really wish to see the step-by-step of Holly going through a rank quiz and how she uses it. Okay.
I can, I mean, I'm going to do the step-by-step for GSA, so I can do that for rank quiz too. I'll just put it in the same members section.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Janet is asking if you're building a big private blog network, and does the subject content of the page authority need to be relevant to the theme of the PBN? Does relevance help? Okay. And Kenny asking, do we get our own web source from RankQuiz? Is this what we send to Holly's PA pumping service?
Yeah, you have to buy well, I mean, you can either buy them already made, or you can send me the ones that you have.
Okay. And John Gallagher asking what time for the Saturday and Sunday webinars. It's 9 p.m. Eastern, John. And Jim Reynolds saying Rolly. So I'm guessing he wants to hear from Rolly. If Rolly's still here, welcome to pop in here, Rolly, and give us some feedback on what you thought.
He was putting his son to bed a few minutes ago, so I'm guessing he still is.
Larry asking which Facebook group is facebook.com/groups/hangout domination. That's a customer group, okay. The other one is called Easy Webinar Blueprint. It's basically just for people interested in the course but haven't purchased the course. And Daniel asking, does Holly only use GSA search engine ranker for PA boosting, or some of her own scripts as well?
I use both. I prefer to use my own script because GSA is building the links to the Hangouts, but I mean, you definitely can use it, yeah.
Yeah. Ron is asking what time is it where I am. It's 20 to 10 in the morning. I'm 11 hours ahead of New York Eastern Time. Okay. Jim saying need more help for the step-by-step. He feels a bit lost. Okay, we will cover that, Jim. Okay. I think when you've got training like this and when you have to get out of your comfort zone for this for new things, you need to be exposed to it maybe 3 or 4 times. And that means watching some replays, but we will do stuff to try and make it simpler and easier for you as well, okay? So we will cover that, but watch the replays and stuff when you can. And, you know, it's okay to be out of your comfort zone because you're learning new stuff, so it's always a good thing when you come through the other side, okay? Would be great to hear Rolly's input on rank quiz if possible. Janet, I think Rolly's putting his kid to bed. If he pops in before we finish, then that's great. If not, then we will invite him in Saturday because we've got Q&A on Saturday, okay? Scott Rogers saying, Holly is terrific. Thanks for making extra content explanation. And David is saying, is it papumping.net or pageauthority.net or what?
Let me check again.
The URL.
It's pageauthoritypumping.biz.
Okay. Teddy saying never got the email for the new members area. If you PM me on Facebook, Teddy, I will get that to you within an hour after this webinar. I've just got to go and do something, okay? But just PM me, I will make sure you get in there. Okay, I'll do that personally. And Darren is asking, can you put a link for the domination in the Q&A bar? Okay, I'll type that in just a second. And Jordan saying, I think the people had the impression it would mostly be Web 2.0 lesson, it was mostly social bookmarks lesson. Actually, Jordan, it was social signals. When you're using rank quiz, you've got an option for Web 2.0 and social network type links, okay? Social bookmarks and social links is a little bit different. Getting a tweet is a social link, social backlink, okay? It's not a social bookmark. Getting a bookmark from places like Stumble and Delicious, that's bookmark, okay? They've all got their own importance, and it's good to have a variety in there, okay? Rank quiz cover both those options, and basically what Bill was showing you today is how he uses it, and it's mainly via the social links, okay? Clint is asking, in summary, is it recommended to use both FCS and rank quiz or just pick one?
I have both. Bill has both. I'm pretty sure that Rolly has both.
Yeah, it's more just a personal thing. You just have to figure out which one you like better.
Yeah. And Janet saying, I presume certain niches do better with certain Web 2.0s. Is there any trends you've noticed with certain niches doing better with certain with particular Web 2.0 sites?
No, I mean I blasted out several times on RankWiz when I made that Excel file. So if it died, it went straight into the ditch. Yeah.
Okay. That would be a very, very interesting thing to analyze if there was a tool to analyze it. To see where the most of your sort of linking power was coming from. I guess you can see it in Ahrefs, I would imagine, to be able to check from there to see where the links are coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that would take a little bit of advanced analysis, but it would be a great thing to do. Larry asking, where do these run from? Server or desktop? He's talking about rank quiz and FCS. So I'm guessing VPS. And he's asking, do you use it, can you use it for desktop or should it be VPS? I think that's in essence what he's asking.
Yeah, I use it on my desktop.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, okay. Scott asking, do these spammy backlinks display in Ahrefs?
Did he say? I didn't hear that.
Do these spammy backlinks display in Ahrefs?
Yeah, they do.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I actually saw that when I reversed engineered you a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And Larry asking, can you make us a special offer in buying her Web 2.0s?
Yeah, yeah, I'll make a special offer. That's fine.
Yeah. One thing I noticed when I went into RankWiz, I followed the coupon code yesterday, is they do an actual done-for-you service where they set the whole thing up for you.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand, they actually do all the groups and everything for you when you purchase that one.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than just accounts, they actually set up the whole thing for you that it's just ready to post.
Yeah, he'll put his team on it. You just have to send him your keywords, and he'll give you the blogs, and it's just a variety of blogs, and then he'll set up all the posting for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you actually tried that?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. I've done it a couple of times when I didn't have time to set up it before. Yeah. And I just get them on Skype and say, hey, I need this in 48 hours, and they get on it.
Excellent. Okay, so you've got their Skype. Is he good with sort of doing one-on-one with customers?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, that's probably a great sort of option for a lot of people who don't want to go through the learning curve immediately, just to have it all set up for them.
And I wonder if people like that idea. I wonder if I can get a discount code from them. I'll ask them tomorrow.
I was just about to say that. I think, yeah, if you could, then I think that would help a lot of people while they're going through replays and stuff like that. But guys, even if you do get an offer like that with a discount and you take it, it's always best to learn how it's done anyway, because it's just good information to be able to knock out stuff quickly on your own rather than waiting for other people. And Scott asking, for the first time, oh yeah, he wants us to ask for the discount for the done for you. And Dennis saying, can you show that special setup? I have RankWiz code and did not find the location to look at the offer. Dennis, if you log into RankWiz, what's the name of that tab at the top, Holly? Where it's buy?
Account store.
Yeah, account store. Click on the tab that says account store.
Yeah, and then you click in, or you type in Holly's webinar, and then and then you click on submit code, and you should see that 25% thing show up.
Yeah, it did. It worked for me yesterday. Larry asking how many Web 2.0s do we need to get started? So I'm guessing he's talking about buying those from the Holly webinar.
I mean, it depends upon like your niches and what you want to do with them. Like you can go start with 25 and like 25.
Okay. And when they go in there, they got an option to buy Web 2.0 on social networks. What do you use? Just the Web 2.0 mainly?
I do, but now that I've seen Bill do social networks, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bill.
Yo, you're welcome. This is what
I was like, damn, I should have told
like,
her, right?
Oh my gosh.
So Holly,
That's like
Holly hasn't been watching my webinars on the social links, obviously as well. Very bad, Holly. Yeah, very bad.
Yeah, they're really powerful. So
there's actually an option in there for I think it was $380. They will do 1,600 for the done for you service. It's something like 1,600 accounts all set up. I can't remember if it was blog networks or a mixture of blog networks and social, but that one seems really tempting, just to be able to get straight off the bat go into a bigger niche, and you can maybe go in a broad niche and just use a lot of different sub niches within a package like that, I guess.
Yeah, it's 1,600 blogs, complete project setup plus 40 blog clusters. It's 5 days, $380.
Yeah. Roxanne asking about Hangout Commando. Well, finally we got Social Bookmark Commando actually good. It's very good. I tested it this morning and last night. So that's the first thing we're doing, is adding that into Commando HQ, and then we're doing the Hangout Traffic Commando suites immediately after. That should come very quickly, as should the Social Account Creator for Social Traffic Commando. That should come very quickly now too. Okay. Conway asking, is the membership site up yet? Yes, it is, Conway. Just ask in the Facebook group for the link to that. If you haven't got an email that Robert was sending out last night and this morning, what you need to do is just PM me, okay, on Facebook. Okay, if you don't know my Facebook ID, just find me either in the Facebook group or it's facebook.com/Tony Hayes Thailand. Okay, and Jim asking, can you explain the difference in Hangouts and normal YouTube videos? I presume you mean for ranking. Bill, do you want to take that one?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, traditional videos,
yeah.
The thing is, with all the methods, they just don't... Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I muted myself so I didn't cough in your ear. But, yeah, the difference between main YouTube videos and the Hangouts are always going to rank faster, and the main reason is this, is because it goes back to the #1 rule of ranking for Google. Anything that Google owns, Google gives massive love to. So, you know, they own Blogger. So anything that's used with Blogger, they're going to automatically give more credit to. Anything with Tumblr, because they own Tumblr now too. So it's the same thing with G+. Anything you put on G+ will rank faster than anything you put on Facebook. So it's all that, but they're still going to rank over. You can rank pretty much any video in 30 days or less, whether it would be a Hangout or a regular video. The big advantage with the Hangouts is because they rank faster than the normal videos do right now, because part of the algorithm is that it gets a bigger advantage because it's a Google property versus YouTube's a Google property too, but Hangouts is its own thing. That's why the G+ is up in the corner. So.
Yeah, agreed. Thanks for that, Bill. Let's just see, there's a couple of questions come in. Dennis is asking on RankWiz special account order, any suggestions to use default or custom blogs or social networks? What would you suggest?
If you're looking for the Web 2.0s, if you're looking for the Web 2.0s, you need to pull the resource file and make sure you're clicking on custom and you're getting the ones that accept an embed or a anchor link or a URL. I have it organized really well. I have a question for Bill about that too. Do you have a list of what social bookmarks don't ban you? Or are you going to make me make a list?
Say that one more time.
Do you have a list of the social bookmarks that don't ban, basically?
I really haven't had any. That's the thing. I mean, every once in a while they error and they disappear, but very, very not often.
But you're not pounding them, right? You're doing 50. I mean, you're telling me I don't have to pound them, though, so that's going to be different for me. So I'll experiment with it in the next week, and I'll tell you what ones will pound you. Yeah.
I imagine, because anything social related right now, it seems like you really can't hurt it if you pound it, but I don't know. Could be wrong. So.
Okay.
Okay, I think we can probably wrap up now. The sort of questions have quietened down now. Guys, thanks for your time, everybody who's attended and sat through another sort of marathon session. Really big thanks to you, Bill. You did very, very good presenting. I'm quite impressed with the information that you shared there. And Holly, thanks again. I guess that we will just see everybody inside the Facebook group. And Robert, you still, I don't know if you're still there. You've been quiet for the last 15, 20 minutes, but thank you again for taking the questions and doing such a good job.
Thank you, Tony.
Okay, all right. Robert, can you,
yes, and I
can
need
you
to
save
thank,
the... Yeah, carry on.
I need to thank Bill and Tony and Robert very much for putting it together for me too, with my wonderful voice. Yes.
Oh, no problem.
You're welcome, Holly.
You're welcome. Robert, before we finish off, can you just go into where it says file at the top and you can see the saved questions log?
Yes, I've saved the questions.
Excellent, and then we can stop the recording, I guess, and I'll let you exit the webinar. You can close off the webinar, your side, your end. Okay.
Good night,
Thanks,
everybody.
everybody.